I'm Mel the newbie.
All right. I'm Jared the aficionado.
And this is Keeping It Real.
Hard.
With Mel and Jer of 519 Whiskey. I think we are now on week 7 of our podcasts, which is...
Is this podcast number 7?
This is lucky number 7.
Fucking right. Shout out to listeners 1 through 5.
Number 7. So, we flipped a coin and took turns picking down from the shelf some of our favorite Irishes for this week. So let's get to it. Jer won the coin toss, so he gets 4 choices this week. I get 3, but I'll persevere. What do we got for Sunday
Well, obviously, first of all, you had to. You can't not. First choice, the whole Irish whiskey that basically started this whole little ordeal is Redbreast number 12. There's a whole podcast coming up as to how this whole ordeal started around a bottle of Redbreast 12.
Probably. But
this is hands down my original favorite Irish whiskey as far as fuck yeah Irish whiskeys.
Yeah, I mean, this is what, when I was going, I'd love to get into whiskey, I've just never really tasted one that I liked, and you were like, try this, try this, try this. All of a sudden you gave me Redbreast 12 and I went, oh, I like that. I'm not just tolerating that, I'm genuinely enjoying this. Oh, I get green apple on the nose, like with a lot of Irishes, but it was the first time I really pulled anything like that out of a whiskey.
I get, as dumb as this is going to sound, you know the great, like wine grapes? Mm-hmm. Not like the good to eat grapes, but like wine grapes.
Oh, I know. My nonna has a whole trellis of them. God, that's good.
I don't. I get wine grapes and pear.
Yeah. There's pear in there too. I'm getting a lot more of that like sugar cookie that people talk about. I had such a hard time identifying that because to me sugar cookies are not just a taste, they're a texture. And one that you're obviously not getting with a liquid. That's so good. Nice little bit of a spicy finish. Yeah, we're probably going to kill this bottle tonight. This is amazing.
Yeah, when we hit stop later, this is the one that's going on the rock, and she's getting titsed up tonight. For sure.
Hashtag bottle kill.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite is, so far, and we're going to try some blind tastings later in the year to confirm if this is the fact, but so far my favorite of any whiskey, but particularly Irish, is the Sexton.
When allergy season is over.
Which I only just learned is made by Bushnells. So.
When did you learn this?
On the internet. I do whiskey things on the internet now.
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty
this
sure
one
the
to me,
internet watches what I do, so.
green pear.
Despair.
No, this isn't a rhyming game. I get green pear, I get like cherry blossom, I get fruitiness, and it's smooth, and it's amazing. And if I had to pick any whiskey that was the only whiskey I was allowed to drink for the rest of my life, it would be this one. Now just watch where I get totally showed up in a few months where we do blind tastings, and it turns out that if I'm not being wooed by a sexy Art Deco bottle, I like some other... Oh my gosh, it's an ashtray if you turn it upside down.
Oh my fuck, it's an ashtray.
Wow. Okay, we'll get a picture of this. I will insert that here.
The photo, you fucking perverts.
Yeah, obviously. You poured a generous tipple of this one, bud. What do you think of it?
Because you went first.
I didn't pour it.
I think it's a sweet fucking ashtray.
It's a sweet ashtray. So other than the bottle's upside down ashtrayness, what do you say about the Sexton?
Oh.
Is it some of the best Sexton you've ever had?
I just get that like really awesome dried fruit taste. And like figs.
Yeah, I think you've called figs on this one before. And it never comes out to me until you say it, but it's there.
Know this chick who has a fig tree, and I want to make her try this.
All right, Natterjack. This is a pretty OG bottle. We're only about halfway through it, but after we determined that
Probably not going to see this one ever again.
oh, the Natterjack?
Yeah.
No, it's around. I've seen it around.
Right.
Yeah, mostly like on the website to at least order in, or at like the LCs that we don't necessarily hit all the time. But this one you got.
Shout
you
out
were,
to listener number 2 for that Weller grab.
Yeah. In fact, yeah, they speak. So what ended up happening was, this is the story, and it actually follows well. After we determined that I like Irish whiskey, because you had another Irish here too that I tasted. I'm like, yep, apparently this genre is moving in the right direction. I started Googling best Irish whiskeys of 2021. This would have been in like January, February. The first on the list I couldn't find anywhere at the LCBO, but the second was the Sexton. I sent you out to the East End to try to pick up a bottle. They didn't have any. So you bought Natterjack instead. And that's the one we're sipping next. Did you follow me there?
Yeah, I didn't follow you. You sent me there.
I send you.
What was I supposed to get that day?
The Sexton, the website, the fucking LCBO website said they had the Sexton in stock, and they didn't. We ended up picking up our first bottle in Chatham. We went to Chatham because you took me to Craves for the first time. Shout out to Craves Poutine.
Oh my fuck. If you want a poutine and you're in Chatham, just make time.
They're also still the 519 in terms of area code, so I feel totally fine tagging them here.
Oh, we fucks with 519. We fucks with Craves Poutine.
Craves Poutine.
Oh,
highly recommend. I'm going to be right around the corner from there tomorrow to pick up my new car, and I'm super excited.
Does this mean I get another Mac Daddy?
Well, I'm going to be gone for the rest of the day, so if you want like an hour's old Mac Daddy, sure. Yeah, this Natterjack.
So Yeti, if you're looking to sponsor somebody, we could use some fucking coolers, because then we could bring poutines back from Chatham.
Tagging Yeti. Okay, so I haven't had the Natterjack in a while. And I guess I must not have really committed it to memory very strongly, because I don't really remember tasting it before. Either that, or it has changed with the bottle being half empty for a bit. Either's possible. Although I don't flatter myself to think that my palate is so refined that I can tell the difference between a freshly opened and half empty bottle. But anyway, I mean, on the nose, it reminds me of similar to the Sexton and Redbreast. I get the green apple, I get the pear, I get the sweetness, but then I taste it and I get a lot more oak for sure.
Yeah.
Which probably explains why you like it. More oakiness. Yeah, there's sweetness there. And a bit of spicy finish. So the frog on the label's adorable.
I'm getting like not banana bread. What's the other kind of good bread?
Yeah, apple bread?
What?
Zucchini bread?
Yes.
Lemon loaf?
No.
I like loaves.
Zucchini bread.
Zucchini bread?
Like, it shouldn't taste like zucchini bread, but it's like the sweet burnt part on top.
Yeah.
Like the caramelized.
There's a bit of like the green.
Zucchini bread in there. Yeah.
No chocolate though. Maybe it has raisins, but it doesn't have chocolate chips. Not the zucchini bread.
We lived in a very vibrant household.
Are you kidding me? Loaves are the whoop.
Try it. Tell me you don't get like zucchini bread.
You know what's just elbows deep in a zucchini plant? But yeah, I get it.
Well, I haven't had zucchinis in forever, so that's
Really?
really
That's good. Up next is Teeling Small Batch, which is a more recent acquisition, but one that I think I saw that it was in stock at the LCBO, and I think this is one of the ones that I ordered that came in, right? Or did we see this one on the shelves?
No, we ordered this one in. It was the Teeling barley wine we grabbed off the shelf.
Right. That was another one of the first Irish ones that you got when I still wasn't like fully on board with the
I
whiskiness.
didn't like that one very much, and you're like, no, this one's excellent. I was like, all right, fuck, it's your bottle.
It's thicker. This one,
Which is weird because it's the lighter of the colors.
not really. It's about medium. I mean, it's no Sexton.
Natterjack and Sexton are very dark.
Darker, but yeah, it's a lot sweeter. kind of get like a plummy, like those little, slightly astringent, yellowish green plums. I'm getting that.
Yellow plum.
Fuck you, buddy.
Not ripe plum.
No, not a red plum.
Not
a blue plum. This one, it's got a little bit of the woodiness towards the back end.
Also,
I want to say a wee bit of maraschino cherry. Please continue.
Oh.
On the finish.
Bitch. I get that.
Yeah.
But is there sherry wood in this fucking
Might
non-chilled
be.
rum casks?
Oh, rum casks.
That's why.
We need to do a rum cask week.
Yeah,
should have saved it for that. Oh, live and learn.
Who cares?
Live and learn.
Teeling small batch coming at you 2 times in a row.
Oh,
Wait for rum week. Yar.
Because we have
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yar. I mean, if I think about it, we have at least 4 more rum cask, rum finish. We've got the Tully, we've got this Teeling, we've got Pike Creek, we've got Foxheart.
Foxheart's mixed.
Okay, fine.
But
it's
it's coming this week.
Yeah.
Well, not this week.
Yeah.
In that week.
So, Kinahan's is a fun stop along.
Writer's Tears.
Yeah.
That how the new one we just got came from.
That's
a rum
right.
Cask. Oh no,
that was a sherry cask. Yeah. But the Kinahan's 10-year was a special one that we got. I think this was to celebrate, was it St. Paddy's Day or was it 100 followers? No, it was before St. Paddy's Day.
It was for St. Paddy's Day because they didn't have something else. And I was like, ooh, this is fancy.
This is the first whiskey that we got them to unlock the whiskey cabinet for. I remember it quite clearly.
Yes.
And I was like, ooh, oh my God, we're opening the expensive locked whiskey cabinet. They escort us up to the front. Now we're just like, yeah, give me this, and this.
This is the thing we bother them with. We just stand there and look real stupid
like,
till somebody walks by.
We're going to need the key to the
Hey,
whiskey
can you help
shop.
you? Yeah, I need in this box.
Let us into the good shit.
Yeah, let me in here. Why? Can I carry 2 of them and you'll carry the rest to this bag?
Oh, Kinahan's is so good.
When you ask for more stuff than they can carry, it's you the problem.
This is another one that's got a heavier mouthfeel, more syrupy. I get actually a little bit of maple syrup. I'm sure that's not involved in any way, but that's what it reminds me of. Honey. I'll go with honey. The fruity nose. This one gives me a little bit more, I want to say apricot-ish. I appreciated when I started being able to actually taste
Fuck.
fruit notes. Did I ruin it for you?
No. Just let me. I'm dragging behind here.
Oh, no worries.
I'm being shit.
Coors Latte. No.
On the Teeling small batch.
Oh, sorry. Please go ahead.
Not your problem. I am getting on the Teeling whiskey pears.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like, have you ever had pear and rhubarb pie?
I have not, but I want to now.
So I have, and I'm getting that from
All
Teeling.
right.
That's why we had to rewind real quick, because my grandma made me pear and rhubarb pie, because we're like redneck gangster.
That sounds delicious, though.
No, it fucking is, and it's like shit you can just have in the yard.
Yeah.
That's the weird part. We gotta go rhubarb at your house next year, by the way.
Okay. And my parents have a bunch.
Well, we need a bunch.
Kinahan's for you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
See, like you can tell that's got like like it's got an age statement to it. Mm-hmm. Without even looking at the bottle, like you can tell, like, no, that's a good.
You can tell
aged
this is not
Irish.
your basic Jameson.
That's got like stronger notes of like everything you want an Irish whiskey to taste like. Mm-hmm. Even on like the exhale, or the palate, or the linger.
The finish.
The finish. Is that what it's called? The finish? That's the fancy word for the exhale?
For the back end of it there, yeah.
Anyways, the finish on that just has like this gnarly... It's just like it's got this... I don't want to shit on it and say it's got like this medicine-y...
No, there's a little bit of that there.
But it's not even so much the medicine-y flavor. It's like the medicine-y holding.
Mm-hmm. No, because it's that thick.
She's got legs.
Oh yeah, she knows how to use them.
Wow, that's like, I mean, it is a fucking stellar Irish.
That's a great.
With
That's
a fucking set of
occasion.
legs that just go all the way up and make an ass out of themselves.
Mm-hmm. So this one was one of your choices, Method in Madness. I think this is one of the first that I just decided to buy on my own and be like, hey, there's an Irish available to order in that I've never heard of before, no information about it. I'm just going to get it. But because it was matured in bourbon barrels, I thought, this is one that Jeremy the aficionado could probably get into as well. So this is the Method in Madness single grain.
There's a common trend in all of my whiskeys that aren't bourbons. They've somehow been aged in bourbon casks.
I mean, the nose is bourbony.
Well,
it smells like a bourbon.
Yeah. I smell like a bourbon.
Frequently.
Most mornings.
And then I get, there's still that woody bourbon there. But then you also get the softer, sweeter, a little bit fruitier Irish, I think, on the palate and finish a little bit. It's a pretty short finish. I just like this. Again, I like the bottle. I like the name. Some of my favorite Irishes are in these like cool Art Deco hexagonal or octagonal bottles.
All coming in 2022. Shout out to 519 Whiskey Chandeliers. Coming at you. Light and bright.
Have to drink a lot more whiskey.
Not really.
That's troubling. Let's talk about the Method in Madness.
Fuck's sake.
It's all right.
I thought this was a podcast. This is a podcast, not a whiskey review. One thing we get paid for. It's a podcast about whiskey. I get you, but we can talk about whatever we want. It's our podcast. It's our podcast, and we'll chat if we want to. Chat if we want to.
Do you ever actually listen to the finished products once I edit them? Yeah.
There's none of that.
No.
I've even been to the YouTube page to follow that and shit. Follow, like, subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Oh, hey, those things. You dig?
Check us out on YouTube. Like, subscribe, hit that bell. I did. I upload the podcast there. And
there's more of what we're actually saying right now.
No. It's the same edited stuff that goes on the copy. I should release an uncut version. Hashtag uncut version. Hurry up and talk about the Method in Madness so I can talk about the Red Bush.
Fuck. Why? I know exactly what to say about the Red Bush. I haven't even touched it yet. We can pour more of that. I don't give a fuck. One day I can cross the border, and then I'll get more.
Oh, it's so nice. I get cherry off of it. I know you're not the biggest fan of cherry. But I mean, this is another one that's matured. This one says matured to perfection in bourbon casks. So... we started out Irish and we've segued back into bourbon. Next week will be another bourbon week. Why the hell not? We certainly have enough of them.
Yeah, we do. Mm-hmm. Although we've picked up a shit ton of Canadian.
And a shit ton of Irish. And a few more Scotches than I thought we ever would.
But if we were to take down all the Canadian, including all the JP Weisers we just bought.
Yeah. That alumni series. Shout back to week 4.
Backtracking.
Go check out week 4 if you want to hear us talk about JP Weiser's alumni hockey series, but with special guest my husband. But Bushmills Red Bush. I mean, it's Bushmills with this cherry and oaky and better.
So, years ago, I was sitting on the job site. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about Playboy magazines because some gentlemen had found some old ones in a sea can, which is like a work trailer, where you hide shit. And you can lock them up. So anyways, in the back of one, we had a bunch of old dirty nudie magazines.
From the 70s.
Yep, and some of the kids were like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? And they show this guy, Luciano. And he's like, you guys, you know nothing. Me? I like the bush. And he literally, started to part his mustache while he said this. And about a year later, I was in the bar, and true fucking story, the first ever bar shot on the day I turned 19. Somebody was like, here's a shot of Bushmills, you little bastard. Mike Mills gave me that. And then I remember that was the first ever...
Your entree into Irish whiskey?
That was my first ever shot of whiskey.
Wow.
As an adult, that was my first adult
Your
shot.
first legal shot of whiskey.
My first legal shot.
In the province of Ontario.
But I was never a hard liquor kid. So,
my. The tables have turned.
Right? No, I can still drink a bunch of fucking beers.
I know.
And that's bad. We're working on that, folks.
Everybody's a work in progress.
Hashtag signs of awesome.
So, in addition to the charming story about the pubic hair from the 70s, what do you think of the Red Bush?
Red Bush is fun.
I'm leaving that story in.
Red Bush is my favorite. Straight up. Like, we found this bottle. I read the fucking manifesto, or whatever it is, shipping orders. This shit came from Florida. Because I was like, oh, I haven't had Red Bush in so long.
We had some Row & Co., which was good.
Yeah, Row & Co. filled a void in my life. But nothing fills a void in your life like watching Boondock Saints and drinking Red Bush.
That was a solid week of Irish, bud. I mean, I think...
People live in glass houses. Fucking sink ships!
I think we'll do something in a more organized fashion for
this
something
was organized
more
as fuck.
mainstream.
We flipped a coin, sorted it
No.
out, and we were having quite a pip.
Yes, we're having a delightful
This is a great
time. It's a great time.
Yeah, we other than Bushmills, we kind of stayed out of some ones we have multiples of. Like we don't have the Jameson 15, and we don't have the JMO Gold Label. That'll be a special guest week with the Scaffs.
Nice.
Because they are JMO people.
Oh, they're JMO fabulous. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
But until then...
Shout out listener number 4.
Yeah, until then, enjoy responsibly.
She's Mel Hex, and I'm Jared the Pest Tank. You guys keep it real, and we'll just stay hard.